Welcome to Patina Bicycle Rescue. Today we have a little bit of a different video. Yes, it's on bikes, but it's not on bikes that we're working on or making available currently. What I wanted to do was a video on purchasing online bikes. From people like myself. That's where we typically advertise our used bikes is through various sales apps and Craigslist. So I wanted to give some advice to buyers and to sellers as well. First, buyers, when you see my ad on whatever app it is, Craigslist, whatever, wherever you see my ad, if you're seeing it, yes, the bike is still available. 99.99% of the questions I will get from a potential buyer is it still available? Yeah, that's why it's on there, because as soon as it's sold, I take it down within at least an hour. I have it down. That's just the right thing to do. But in turn, sellers, this is why the buyers are asking it. I really suspect that a lot of us are not taking our items down. So please get your items down right away once you sell them, so we can eliminate this irritating question. Next question, I usually standard. Are prices negotiable? Yes, they are negotiable. Of course they are. It's a used item. But here's the thing, if I'm asking, let's say, $100 for a bicycle, please don't contact me with an offer like, will you take $40? No, I'm not going to take $40 for a $100 bicycle. Am I going to take $50 for a $100 bicycle? No, I'm not. I don't think any of us are. But, yes, the price is negotiable, but please be reasonable. And usually my typical response is, well, what are you willing to offer? And that's when I get some ridiculously low number, and I am right up front and say, hey, this is my bottom line number. Say the bike is $100. You ask me, is it negotiable? Yes, it is. How much are you willing to offer me, Mr. Buyer? And you come back and say, I'll give you $40 for that $100 bicycle. My response is going to be what my bottom line number is. Let's use 70. So my bottom line number is $70. Now you know how where I am at. That's it. Deal done. You want it or not? No, typically I either get two responses. One is no response, and the other one is, well, it's only this kind of bike. Well, yeah, it is. It's true. It's only that kind of bike. But why don't you go try and buy that bike somewhere else online? First off, it's not going to be as clean as mine. It's not going to be as in good a condition as mine. Or you could go to a store and buy that bike brand new. That's why I've heard that one too. Fine, then I encourage you to do that. Please do. You don't want my bike then at my bottom line price. And that leads me into the next topic. If you're looking to buy a new bike, please don't go online and search for used bikes. And again, if you're going to do that, well, keep in mind, look at what is being offered. What are you looking at? My bikes are in top condition when they go out the door. I don't post anything that hasn't been severely cleaned up and taken care of and parts replaced. I'm not selling junk on that. I don't want that reputation. But in turn, if you're looking to buy a brand new bike, then do that. Please, I encourage you highly to do that. Go to your local bike shop. Go to your local big box store. Whatever your budget is, go there and do it. I've had buyers show up and say, oh, I thought this bike was new. Well, yeah, it looks new online, but you're also looking at it in avenues, sales apps, Craigslist, whatever. You are looking in places where people put used items. So if you wanted a brand new bike, yeah, I'm sorry, you looked in the wrong place and you approached the wrong person. But very, very frustrating to a seller to have that happen. And buyers, if you want a new bike and you're even questioning, should I buy a used bike? Don't. You're not going to be happy with it. Ultimately, the goal is that you're going to find happiness with the bicycle that you purchase. Next topic, study the pictures. I get this question all the time. Well, are the tires in good shape? How's the seat? Is there any rust on the bike? Typical questions, good questions. First off, read the description, okay? Sellers, put in a decent description, but buyers and sellers, photos. On my listings, I do 5 photos, 5 different angles, and use the device that you're looking at the pictures on. If it's your phone, your tablet, your computer, whatever, zoom in on those pictures. Zoom in and go, hey, yeah, those tires do look new. You know what? It says in his ad that they're new. And I can verify that here. I can see the seat. I can see it from 3 different angles in 5 pictures. I can zoom in on it right up and see the grain on it. Yeah, there is no rips in it or whatever. Is there rust on the frame? Well, you can definitely zoom in on the frame and look at that too. And you can see what's being talked about. So sellers, be honest with your description. Buyers, use the ability to zoom in on the photos that you're looking at and check it out up close. And if that ad only has 1 photo, they're probably trying to hide something. Or if there's a part of the bike is missing in that 1 photo, there's probably a major problem there, and that's why it's missing. But these are things you need to look for, and you need to use that ability. Only look for the style bike. If you want a beach cruiser, don't contact people who are selling mountain bikes. If you want a mountain bike, don't set up an appointment to go look at the beach cruiser. It's not what you wanted. You know, you've made the decision you want to buy a used bike. You've made the decision that you're going to look at the photos and all this stuff. You've got everything down. You know how much you want to spend. You found the bike. Now only buy the bike that you want, the style. I don't know how many times I have gone out, and I do deliver, and I go out with my mountain bike to be delivered, and I get there and somebody goes, well, I really am looking for a road bike. I didn't want something so big and so heavy. Well, then why did you even think about contacting me and looking at this bike in person if you truly wanted something like a road bike? It just doesn't make sense to me. So please, buyers, look for go look at what you want to look at, not just because. Please, it's taking up your time, and it's not fair to sellers like myself. Okay. The last topic is maybe the most frustrating to sellers, and it can be frustrating for buyers as well. The ad itself. Buyers, read it top to bottom. Read every word twice. Just go through the whole thing twice before you go, hey, yeah, I really want to check out this bike. Or I want to spend even more my time looking into it, like studying the photographs and this and that. But in turn, sellers, please, we need to give them a reasonable description. We don't want to just write an ad that says bike for sale, price. Why don't you tell them about the bike if you know something about it? You know, has the bike been sitting in your shed or garage for the last 20 years? Have you been riding that bike for the last 20 years every day? Have you recently done maintenance to the bike or replaced any parts on it or any components or anything? You got to let them know. But sellers, please, I cannot tell you how many times I get this question. I'm 6 foot tall. Is this bike the right size for me? I don't know. Why don't you read about the 3rd line of my ad where I put, this is the size of the bike, this is the inches, I measure the tube, and I write good for riders this height to this height. If you read the ad, you'd know the answer to the question. Again, in the description, is the tires in good condition? Is there rust on the frame? This, that, the other thing. I don't know. Why don't you read my ad? Because I will tell you everything in my description of the condition of the bike. I will use keywords like patina. That means maybe there is something. Heavy patina. Oh, there is rust. You know what? It's a rat rod. I've written that into ads. Yes, it's a rat rod. Yes, this thing has got rust covering it all over, but it's safe to ride. And that rat rod, though, has brand new tires and brand new grips in them. And the seat is in awesome condition. There's no tears or rips on it. It's very comfortable. This is all in the ad. But it seems like all you've read was a picture and a number. And that's all that you've looked at, and that's not fair to myself. Read my ad. I've taken the time to write it up nicely for you, to give you all the information, and to keep it honest. And so sellers, I encourage you also, please help the buyers out. Give them a good ad. Give them a good description, and don't try to hide things. Just be totally upfront, because you know what? Maybe that person who's reading it won't want it, but there's going to be another one that will, and they're going to appreciate it. Some people want that ratted out bike. Some people want that mint condition perfect bicycle. You know, some people want the bike that has the big box store cup holder and basket on the front and whatever else. Put that in there. So buyers read the ads, sellers write an ad that they can they will read. So anyways, thank you for coming to Patina Bicycle Rescue and listening to my rant and my requests and my advice. I really appreciate it. You can visit me on my Facebook page, Patina Bicycle Rescue. You can, of course, find me on YouTube, Patina Bicycle Rescue. And you can email me directly with your comments or questions at patina-bicycle-rescue@aol.com. Thank you for visiting Patina Bicycle Rescue again, where history rides again.